Alright, hello and welcome everybody, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Halloween edition of Devin still doesn't review something, but actually maybe plays a couple games. I figured we'll just start with the pumpkins thing. We'll just have a look at the Ghost Pumpkin Festival and see what's going on in there. I have seen a little, like, you know, someone going, like, basically Chloe watched a YouTuber who played it for a bit. So I have, like, a rough idea of what it is, but that's okay. We can have a little gander, as it were. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I cannot remember which source I use. Is it Game Capture? It must be Game Capture, I suppose. Which YouTuber I might know him? It's someone Clay watches. I can't remember. I'm going to be honest. Many a True Nerd, maybe. Does that sound familiar? Oh, whoa. Okay, wait, hang on. Take me back. What did I just click on? Quit. No, not quit. I meant main menu. Fuck. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we can carve a pumpkin. We can visit the festival. We can design a ghost. 5,500 pumpkins submitted this season. Is this game only, like, live, you know, a bit of the time or something? Well, I guess first things first, we got to carve a pumpkin, right? We're going to select a medium-sized boy because I am a modest man. What am I going to do? I'm really bad at drawing. Oh, okay, so you can do, like, lines and triangles. Weird. Okay, oh, I see. And then you do that to select it. So that takes it out completely. Scrape. Oh, and the scrape lets you... I understand. Okay, alright. Alright, I'm picking up what this thing's putting down. How deep can you go on a scrape? Or not particularly? You should actually check out the festival first for inspiration and such. Are you saying I'm not an inspired artist and I can't do this entirely on my own? Because for shame, Elysium, for not having absolute, unabashed faith in me. Give me the fucking pear pumpkin. Hell yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, we probably actually should check out the festival for inspiration, let's be honest. Once you get a pumpkin, you gotta walk around until you place it. Alright, well, we have to design our ghost first. That's actually, like, very obvious. Holy cow, that's a lot of, You know what, they're missing a trick here. The game's free. Why are the different eyes not paid for cosmetics? What's going on? We're gonna be a little, we're obviously gonna be a little goober ghost. A little bandit goober ghost with a friendly smile. Hats are paid. Oh, fair enough, okay. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. I think that's very fair. Hello, your name is Wonderfully Unpleasant Frog. Yeah, that's fine. I am a wonderfully unpleasant frog. Although, if we're going to be a wonderfully unpleasant frog, I feel like we should probably actually be a wonderfully unpleasant frog. They don't have a frog tongue, do they? It's more of a snake vibe. It's not really a frog face, but I think it's about as close as we're going to get. So it'll do. Alright, let's have a little look. How are you doing anyway, my fine sir? You doing well? As you can see, I'm still in my, you know, my work gear. Welcome to Classic World. Autism creature. What? Oh, right, yeah. Did you see that fucking... that whole thing about Greta Thunberg and the octopus? It was like I actually felt really bad for her. Crank that shit down to 4. Hell yeah. What? Oh, that's much better. Okay. Oh, there's other people about. Hello. Sweaty, glamorous celebrity. Vicariously hilarious, baby. Weird. Okay. Why is this not loaded in properly, or is this just open space? I heard she got arrested in London. Yeah, she did. I can't remember what she was protesting. Probably Israel shit, if I had to guess. Boundlessly fancy pumpkin. That is a very good pumpkin. There's a poop on this one. Fair enough. A very handsome poop. Gaping maw pumpkin. There's a little pineapple on that pumpkin. That's quite neat. You can also give likes, and once per 24 hours you can give a badge. I like these ones, just the absolute shredded Swiss cheese ones. Peak. That looks familiar, but I don't know why. That is incredibly good. I'll give that one a like. How do I give a badge? B chat, F for flashlight. Oh my god, that's a bright flashlight. Jesus. Be sure to give lots of likes a lot. That's pretty neat. Oh my god, it's Squidward. Holy based. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Danganronpa, that's it, yeah. I knew it looked familiar, I just didn't know why. Why is this guy missing like a little bit? Very strange. 7. Can we get some Fs in chat for the Kaya pumpkin? Big F's energy. Man, this whole corner is just, you guys are slacking. That one's actually like pretty goddamn neat. So I feel like I should add to the cause, you know? There's chat, but you can only say these things. Just kidding. Okay. How strange. Place pumpkin toggle. Alternate unit. There's an alternate universe. It's a pretty big festival, FYI. I'm getting that impression, I gotta say. Like the plague doctor. Are you sinning, children? That's pretty solid. But yeah, so you're getting into the spooky season then? I'm doing quite spooky and such. What are you up to? Anything in particular? That's a Hollow Knight pumpkin. I think anyway. Not 100% sure, to be honest. But it looks roughly like a Hollow Knight pumpkin. T and D. 0 likes. You know what? Go on, have a like. What in the fuck is going on here? Somebody carved out the entire pumpkin other than VIP. What is that? What am I looking at? Can I give... Oh, it's like a dragon thing. Or like a mouth or something? Yeah, we had a plague doctor at school today. One of the better costumes for sure. Dude, I fucking... At work today, one of the waitresses at the casino... aliens are real. Stop paying rent. Interesting. Yeah, one of the... Wait, no. Keep playing that. Sounds like Dragon Force, man. It's giving me Through the Fire and the Flames flashbacks on Guitar Hero. Yeah, one of the waitresses where I work dressed up as the nun from the Nun movie. Or at least I think it was from the Nun movie. Hang on. The Nun movie. Give me images. I just want to see the Nun. Yeah, it was this. You'll recognize it the second you see it, I reckon. Maybe you even know already, to be honest. This lady. She had the makeup and everything. It was kind of fucking crazy. I did not really... Is this film, like, particularly big? Because I don't pay attention to modern horror... Well, that's not entirely true. I don't pay attention to a lot of mainstream horror, because mainstream horror is largely hot garbage. So I just skip out on that shit, but the costume is very impressive, so... Shout out to... Oh my god. What an absolute bitch. Can I downvote this? Can I downvote this pumpkin? It doesn't deserve to be here amongst the masterpieces, okay? There are too many, there are too many fucking pumpkins, I'm just gonna say. Like, holy moly. That do be a lot of pumpkins. Scooby-Doo. Okay, I like it. I'm a big fan, That's a surprisingly good tentacle. I'm noticing that the further away from the center you get, the less pumpkins I'm finding, you know? There seems to be a big concentration of pumpkins near the front. They also seem to be getting most of the, most of the credit, so... Alright, well, this seems to be one island, and I feel like we explored a good chunk of it. Probably not all of it, but that's okay. Let's go have a little look around somewhere else, yeah? The movie is big, but everyone thinks it's arse. And it is. City's only a small part of the festival. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. I don't know what the fuck happened to the other ghosts. Oh, there's one of them. A Shrek pumpkin! How did he... Oh! That's quite clever. Shout out the Shrek pumpkin. Good job, whoever that was. Wait. Danger, enter if you dare. Okay. Oh, it's actually a different area, I understand. And it is loading slowly. Okay. Eat pants? Eat pants and it's bar. Okay, very strange. Well, I can't even think of what I would actually make, like, other than a generic pumpkin. What in the fuck am I looking at here? That is very good. That deserves more, but because it's kind of tucked out the way, I guess it's not getting more. Very large skelly boy. Hello. Fart. Yep, understandable. You have a large chunk of your brain missing, my fine sir. I can respect it. So yeah, other than so are you getting up to much for Halloween? I don't think I'm doing anything special, to be honest, even like at the weekend. Me and Chloe are going out for like a dinner date, but it's not really Halloween related. I've got like I'm doing board games with a mate on Friday, which will be cool. But yeah, other than that, like I don't think I've got any anything especially interesting going on. Really? There's no pumpkins in here. No one put a single pumpkin in here. How strange. Welcome to Dusty Fields. Hard ride pickup. Please wait here to board. Ride, baby. Oh, shit. Wait. So am I supposed to board this? I think I am supposed to board this. Okay. Actually, no costume or anything. Oh, rip. Are you not going out trick-or-treating or anything? When I came back, I noticed, like, so many people running around. I didn't expect it. I mean, it makes sense, because where I'm at is fairly family-oriented as an area. But, yeah, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. But, yeah, loads of people out in costume and stuff. I feel like it's because I've been living here a while. And, when I was younger, I feel like there were a lot of kids running around, but everyone sort of, I don't know, almost aged up a little bit. But there is a pretty good school in the area, so I suppose it's all from there. I live in an apartment complex. Oh, fair enough. I can't help but notice our driver appears to be dead. I don't know if I trust this guy. I feel like we're probably going to crash or kill somebody. Either way, or maybe both. Why does that guy kind of look like Jared Leto? Do you see it at all? Is that just me?
Hey, champ.
Holy shit, it's Sans.
I'm gonna work late tonight. Thanks for being a team player.
Truly the most horrifying of all the possible things. The aliens were real the whole time. I don't believe it. 404. How do you place pumpkins in this area? Can I just, like, jump off? No. Yes. So you can't just wander around these parts. Alright, that's Morbius. Was it actually Morbius? Is that why it looked like Jared Leto? I mean, that explains everything, kind of. That explains some things. Congratulations, you survived the Hayride of Horror. Alright, let's have a look at some of the pumpkins around here. We've got Edgy Skull Man. Okay, I mean, I can't not, right? Very Long Smile pumpkin. Bat Cat. Okay. Oh, that's really... this is a really neat one. I like that one. Is there a... Why is there a tiny ghost running around? It's just the smallest boy. There's a better loss somewhere. Untrue. Basic loss, best loss. Okay. Oh, they're just some floating discombobulated eyes. Alright. How peculiar. I like the 404 pumpkin. It's really dumb. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm here for it. What does that say? Ohio worm? Ohio worm. Alright. I didn't know they had worms in Ohio. That's a good UFO pumpkin. Discombobulate, exactly, yeah. There's a lot of UFO pumpkins. I mean, this is the whole, like, you know... It makes sense. This is the area for it, I suppose. Fuck, I don't know what I want to... I'm such a basic bitch. I'm probably just going to make a pumpkin face, and then... Oh my god, I'm going to get run over. I told you that guy is going to kill someone one of these days. Cheese. Okay. I like the fact that's so good. How do you place the badge if you see one you want to place a badge on? You're a ghost, you can't die. I mean, that's true. Yeah, probably because that guy already ran me over, to be honest. Why do you think I'm dead, you fucking dingus? It was probably the ghost. Butt witch. Holy... That's a pretty good pumpkin. I like the textural... I only saw Mance video. Oh, Many a True Nerds video. Okay, fair enough. Not sure about the badges. I see. Oh, so that's how you found out about it as well. Interesting. Milk, eggs, and cheese. Interesting. All right, cool. That's a really good pumpkin. Is this game only running like over the season? Okay, wait, hang on. Maybe I should have read this. I know about it before, but a video reminded me of it. Play the guessing game. Do you recognize this spot? Come back on Halloween night for a surprise. Award badges, but it doesn't tell you how. And the Hayride of Horror. Okay. It'll run for around 2 more weeks, I think. Oh, that's really cool. I actually think that's cool that it only runs for the season, for the Halloween season. That's pretty neat. Alright, you know what? What's the alternate universe? We've got Classic World, Cool World, Mysterious World. Oh, and these must be in the final world. What is the final world? Oh! These are all just servers, I see. Okay. Well, we're not going to be doing all the servers, because good lord, that's a lot of pumpkins. Okay. I see. Are there slight variations between them? Was this in the previous one? I remember seeing this shit. This is new. I recommend sticking to the first server, really. Alright, fair enough. We'll stick to the classic world then. What could we design? What would be like... What would be a good thing? I mean, we do stand Outer Wilds, but I mean, you gotta give a like to the furry pumpkin. I do not have the Elden Ring DLC, okay. I do not have the artistic talent to do something, or anything from Firewatch, to be honest. Sleepy again? A little bit. Not a crazy amount, to be honest. I'm gonna stream this, then I'm gonna pop to Tesco's and make food. Hopefully enough to have food for tomorrow as lunch, and also tonight as dinner. And then I'm also, on top of that, going to be watching an episode of Severance tonight with the #gang. I'll probably make a cup of tea as well, so... You know, I'm okay now. I'm not super sleepy. I'm not super awake either. I'm somewhere in the middle. Dare I say, I am content. I am in... Oh my god. I really like that. That's really good. Okay, you know what? I think, if I'm being honest, I'm more of an observer ghost. I don't think I'm an active participant ghost. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to... we're not going to bother making a pumpkin. We'll just check out some of these pumpkins, walk around, and then, you know, call it there. Someone made this exact pumpkin and I liked it earlier, so I guess I have to like this one, but... Holy crap. It's that game. It's that game again. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm getting the impression there's a lot of Danganronpa. I think, to be honest, the one... That's actually pretty neat. The one thing this game is showing me is that certain games are more popular than others. A troll face. Wow. Truly incredible. I wonder what the limitations are on this game. I've never played it, to be honest. Neither have I. I've never played Danganronpa. I've heard good things, in a, like, you know, schlocky anime way, but yeah, I haven't actually seen it. Or no, I know what pumpkin I'm gonna make, but I need a image to go off of. If I make a pumpkin, I feel like, so really, the movie's really good. I'm a big fan. It's about high schoolers murdering each other. Bang on. I'm going to make a Ratatouille pumpkin. That's what I'm going to do. But again, I don't know if I have the I don't know if I have the artistic ability to make to make Remy. But let's try. It'll maybe be kind of funny. All right, place pumpkin. I need to make a pumpkin first. Okay, return to main menu. Carve pumpkin. Probably gonna need like I'm just gonna make like a little rat guy holding a spoon. That's gonna be the goal. In fact, actually, where's okay? Ratatouille, Remy holding spoon. I need a reference image, please. You know what? This one's actually probably fine. Okay. All right. So big pumpkin. Lights, please. Ladle. Nah, yeah, well, yeah, kind of. So, okay, we're gonna do a basic outline. So, okay. Fucking Christ. Okay, rat ear. It's gonna be like that. Okay. That's gonna be one. That's rat ear number 1. That's probably too big, actually. Wait, hang on. And place it higher. So, like, rat ear. Yeah. Then little rat face coming down, and then rat nose. All right, that's a bit of a large rat nose. Then little rat chin, rat eye, then something along. Fuck, this is really hard to draw. This is something. By the way, the pedestal at spawn shows some pumpkins. Don't remember if they're highest rated or random. Oh, okay, fair enough. Then I'm not very good at artiste, okay? Very much in contrast to the movie. Okay. That's probably too big of a rat chin. Okay, wait, hang on. Also, a rat nose needs to be bigger. Okay, hang on. Let's reverse elements of what we've just done. Okay, a crisp rat. True, yes. Okay, rat nose. I was trying to do a whisker. That's not going to work. Okay. Then he's kind of like got... Okay, wait, hang on. It's kind of like... So this comes down. I think this is okay. Then it's sort of like... Teeth. And... Mouth. Oh, Remy may have put on a few pounds. Let's back up. There we go. That's better. Then, body is going to be something like this. Obviously, we've got to give him a tail. And then, little rat arms. Somehow. What have I done? What is this abomination? Okay, so... Jesus fucking Christ, okay. Okay, hang on. And we're going to have a big old... Can I rotate this? How do I rotate this pumpkin? Oh! Okay, hang on. Yeah, no, I know. I'm drawing this is the outline, okay? This is not going to be the final product. Then it will be something like... There we go. There's our little Remy holding his thing. Okay. Yeah, sure, the outline. Keep telling yourself that. Look, okay, I don't need to take your shit, alright? Okay, let's make the tail incredibly defined. I don't know how people made that. That's kind of a thick tail, but that's fine. That's okay. Okay, cut tool. Gonna cut an eye. That has appeared to make very little difference. How are we gonna? Well, I'm trying to think of what we should cut versus what we should carve. I think the whole spoon gets cut. I think that's one thing we can do. There we go. That whole thing gets cut. Then we're gonna go like, fuck, delicately around this thing here. Around the hands. There we go. Cut. Then we're gonna... Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, okay. It's sort of working. Okay, okay. Okay, look. It's sort of working. You can't tell me that that ain't a dang spoon, okay? That right there. That's the hero spoon we all need. Looks great, boss. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now the question is, how do we... I just don't know what we carve on the rat. Spoon carved. Ladle, you mean? No, it's just a spoon. It's fine. We can't really scrape any more of his nose out. Which, honestly, that might be for the best. Let's... Okay. I reckon the inside of these arms needs to go. That might actually... Do you know what? That might be it. We take out all of the innards and leave only the outline standing. Wonder how that will look. Don't say fucking horrendous, because the answer is I already honestly know. But you know what? We're committed now, okay? Look! Look, I don't care what anyone says. That's the man himself. That's the ratatouille himself, okay? Alright, done. I say that job's a good one. We're calling it Jemmy. I think I accidentally called it Jemmy, and you know what? We're sticking with it. Alright, pumpkin saved. Can we watch the pilot later? Rakakuni. Yeah, exactly. That's Rakakuni, 100%. That's exactly what that is. Alright. So how do I place a pumpkin? I would like to place my creation. Place a pumpkin. Yep, we called him Jemmy. This universe is almost full. You know what? Jemmy can sit right up on here. Would like to place my... Okay. Predefined spots only. Really? Oh, I see. How do you spot a spot? Hang on. How will I know when there's a spot? Will it be exceedingly obvious? There's a maze? I had no idea there was a maze. I love mazes. Like and subscribe. Maybe in the hedge maze. I love mazes. Famous last words of a man who died in a maze. That's a wild design. We're gonna get fucking lost, aren't we? Like and subscribble. Yes, true. Exactly. I'm starting to believe that more than 95% of this server's pumpkin spots are actually taken. Is the maze particularly popular? I can't imagine it is, right? I wonder... do you know what? I wonder if someone just puts, like, a regular old pumpkin. So, like, no carvings on it whatsoever. It's just a pumpkin. If it would get many likes and badges and stuff. Yeah, I told you that. You told me what? There was a maze. We've made it to the middle. That's pretty rad. Here's a trick. You can eat a mushroom to shrink and be able to float. That's pretty sweet. Boo. Indeed. Boo indeed. Oh, you can go higher. You can go even... fuck. As you can tell, my platforming skills are, you know, letting me down here a little bit. Damn, there's quite a lot up here. Okay. Now, if only you could jump, then this maze would be rather simple. Okay. How the fuck do we leave? Was this the way? No full damage, you are a ghost. Didn't you know ghosts actually do take full damage? That's just a fact, okay? Do you know what I have picked up again? It's actually been, like, wonderful. Gnomes teleport you to the start of the maze. Based. How do I use the gnome? Okay. Award badge! There you go, congratulations. I would like to place Jemmy, please. Okay, so... If I were... where would a free pumpkin spot be? Obviously nowhere near the start. That one's a given. But there's like 5% try a rooftop somewhere. That's not a bad idea. Why does that one have like a green hue? Oh, weird. Okay. Alright, let's try the, You need a mushroom, though. A mushroom for what? To get onto a rooftop? I think that's true, is it? If I had to guess, there's probably some way you can place a pumpkin over here. To float, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, but no. We got onto the roofs earlier, didn't we? I want to know how I just want to know how to find a spot, you know? Like, I want to see what one looks like. I like the fact that this thing's playing music constantly. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Am I looking for, like, a little... Oh, my God. Not too sure. Fuck. Not all the roofs. Hey Prism, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my fine sir. We're looking for somewhere to place our pumpkin currently. I would have thought there'd be a place up here, right? There's like no pumpkins. I guess maybe... Should we just try like a different server? That's all I can think of. My poor little Remy pumpkin. I guess the only other thing I can try is the, maybe the haunted ride. Yeah, the other servers will have more space. What would you say at the maybe, sorry? Maybe there'll be a space for it here, or what? I wish I knew what I was looking for. That's the real takeaway. Also, the other thing as well is, like, 95% full isn't actually that full. That means that, like, 5 in every 100 spaces should be available. But I just don't know what I'm even looking for. Try going to another server. Yeah, maybe I should. Alright, fuck it. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's try the mysterious world. Alright. Place pumpkin. Ah! Okay. That's what we're looking for. Alright. How do I rotate the pumpkin? Fuck. This is not what I envisioned for old Remy. Wait, what? Oh, that place was already taken? Nope, that is our pumpkin. Wait, fuck. How do I... Report, like... How do I remove it? Son of a bitch! Remy! Remove pumpkin. Oh, okay, there we go. Place ramp. Okay. How do I rotate? Oh, there we go. There's another pumpkin, like, inside of it. That's better. There we go. Placed. What do you think, lads? There he is. The old ratatouille himself. Holding his ladle, obviously. Alright, cool. I think that's enough of this. This has been a fun little detour for sure. Alright, cool. Yeah, thanks for the pumpkin suggestion. 2.1 out of 10. Mate, fuck you. That's clearly a 10 out of 10 rat, okay? I don't know what's happening. We made this pumpkin. It's Ratatouille from the hit film Sorry, it's Remy from the hit film Ratatouille. Except we called him Jemmy, and he's got a horrendous skin disease, so, you know, we had to take some artistic liberty and design him in such a way that reflected that, so that's what we've gone for. Anyway, his name is Ratatouille. Exactly. His name is actually Ratatouille. Holy crap, it's been 40 minutes. What the fuck? Where did that time go? Okay. Next, I guess we'll do, like, an actual, you know, a game then. I know you suggested a couple things in the Discord, and also I've got home, which I'm kind of tempted to do, I gotta say. Drive Time Radio is sounds like it would be good, but maybe for another stream. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go full madman mode, okay? Are you ready? I'm gonna pull rank. I'm gonna actually pull rank. I think we're just gonna play home. Sorry. Fucking, excuse me? My headphones just disconnected from my phone and then reconnected. Are you drunk, headphones? What is going on? Okay, I don't know if we'll finish this. It's not super long, but it's also not probably super short. I can't remember for sure. Let's have a look actually real quick. Home, how long to beat? It's 1.5 hours long. 1 hour, supposedly. 1 hour to 1.5 hours. I think that's possible. We could totally do it. You gotta be kidding me, Sergeant. Afraid not. Afraid not, soldier. Well, that is the smiliest splash screen for a horror game I think I've seen in my life. Home. It claims to be a unique horror experience, but actually, I'll be the judge of that one, okay? Also, where the fuck did the game just go? I don't have, sorry, what? Okay, it's fine. I found it. Jesus, that was strange. Okay. The game will be automatically saved at certain points. Don't think I've heard of it. Neither have I, really. It's in my library, though, so I guess we're going to find out what it is. However, we recommend you put you on an hour and a half to complete home in a single setting. Interesting. Wait, is this a horror game? Yes. I mean, it do be Halloween. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. Well, I can't really do that, unfortunately. My audience has to see me, but that's okay. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh my head, where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet, a flashlight. Okay. Flashlight acquired. How do we move? Oh, okay, arrow keys. Maybe I should play this with a controller. I should play this with a controller. Okay. Speaking of spooks, I did my annual trick or treat watch. Oh, nice point and click style. Okay. That house. Where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? So many questions, so few answers. Only cats. Only cats is what we have. The desk had a computer and some papers on it and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but do I open the drawer? Absolutely. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. It looked like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realised there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. If that man died in the hallway, what was the blood doing there? Alright, I guess we go down the creepy hallway now. This is one of those games that I've had in my library for ages because it got recommended to me and I just never got around to playing it, so now seemed like a good time. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered? All I could recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. Don't think this was the first thunk I would do after seeing blood and a dead body. I would say what was happening or who was that. Yeah, no, I think that's probably fair, to be honest with you. The shelf was full of books and local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Do I take it? Yes. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Okay, it seems like the only buttons you really have access to are move and interact. So I guess we're just cracking on. And can't really inspect the photo or anything by the looks of things. Hey, how you doing? Totally Not Sus, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Enjoying this Spooktober? A thin grey mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Do I free it? Absolutely. Good luck, little mouse. What's? Hey, cuts new. You meant to say what's new. I understand. Wait, did you say about the pilot? Oh, no, I didn't say anything about the pilot. Yeah, we could watch it. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do it at the end. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they'd seen a lot of use. They were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? A photo similar to the old one I picked up. It had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Do I push the switch? Absolutely. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Progress, boys. That's what I call fucking progress. Oh yeah, the FNAF movie is finally out in full version. Did you watch it? No, I didn't, and I have very little interest in watching it. Big slam. No, not yet. Wait, what? The no, not yet? The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guess it led to the kitchen. The switch in the hall wall appeared to have unlocked the door. Oh, cool. I guess we unlocked this door without even knowing how. Hell yeah. Fucking based. Okay, weird. No, not yet. I'm gonna soon. Oh, the FNAF movie. Fair. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. Here's a quick question, actually. You're gonna see Killers of the Flower Moon on Thursday. Oh, sweet. Here's a quick question. Of everyone in chat, how many of you have played and enjoyed, like, Five Nights at Freddy's when it first came out? I'm super curious to know. Because based on how well the movie's doing, I got to imagine that the game is actually so much more popular than I realised. Like, I know it's successful. I didn't realise it was quite as successful as it was. Not played... So that's only one person in chat that's played out of the 3 people chilling. Yeah, fair enough, damn. Me. Okay, if you can stop spamming me, because I hate to break it to you, that actually is a pretty sus behaviour. Anyway, there was a ladder going underground. Where the box was, a dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Absolutely. I find it interesting everything is in, in third-person perspective. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. It's only me and Totally Not Sus. Not true. You're in YouTube chat, but there is also Twitch chat, funnily enough. Footprints in the dirt. Looked like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. 1/3, that's about the population statistically. True. That's the FNAF population. Hello, YouTube chat, is what Enlesium says. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. A work table. Covered in papers, and a handgun. I hated guns. Did I take it? I didn't take it, did I? I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. I had looked at everything. Had I looked at everything before moving on? No, I hadn't. Let's back up and have another little look, I suppose. I am red now. 4 people, hell. I said 3. I'm pretty sure I said 3 anyway. Okay, we actually do not want to go up. Alright, interesting. Me, you, and the filthy Twitch streamers. The disgusting Twitch streamers, true. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled like stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Back to 3, including Twitch. Rip. The desk looked old, and it was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. Wait, aren't you also a Twitch stream? I am indeed. Yes, there is Twitch. I take back my words. Did you hear there's a murderer going around London killing Twitch stream? Because spooky stuff. Yeah, that is pretty spooky. Is it the SWAT team by any chance? They were scratched out and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I can only make out a few letters. He, Ivy, he, A, Hell, Ra, Af, Ol, Ro. Very coherent. None of it made any sense to me. That's just what they want you to think. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that the woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? I really hope not, because otherwise he has a really weird torture basement. And that's not how you treat a wife. What are you doing? Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could see the warnings. Still see the warnings. Alright, we have quite a few things we can explore now. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. Borat. My wife! True, yeah, exactly. Some kind of homemade rack, slung together with poorly cut wooden rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? Okay, there's a lot of descriptions of, and then it was caked with blood in this game, which, you know what? Fair enough, I suppose. This is like Sable, but spooky, true. So it's some kind of bunker. Yeah, I guess so. Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? The fact that I've been given a gun does make me wonder. 50s maybe look out for milkmen and housewives. Goodbye, bats. I remembered noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. Have you ever considered just walking right past it? Actual madman. There was a rope hanging there, but I wasn't sure how sturdy it is. Do I take it? Absolutely. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Everybody wave to Sans. Or is it papyrus? It actually looked a little thinner. Probably papyrus, if we're being honest. The rope I found would let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Absolutely. I could hear a faint hum. The smell from before started to get worse. Sans Undertale. Yeah, I wouldn't go that way. I mean, we can't. There's a wall there, so... Big F, even if we tried. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared onto it. Keep out, danger due to cave in. So obviously we entered the room. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At last I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seems a familiar weight there. Is it going to turn out we're actually a military vet? By the way, I've fully recovered mentally now. I took measures to ensure it won't happen again. Awesome! That's really good to hear. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that it must have been a sore landing. F's in chat for the person who jumped. There was a dirt on top of the ground. It looked wet and there was a grass smeared within it. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Wonder if we can actually go back. Exit? A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? I slipped the knife into my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? Okay, this seems to go on for quite a while. I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Not yet. I left the valve alone. Probably smart. F, exit, go exit. The exits are bait, obviously. Unless it's a double bait and it actually is the exit. Who knows? Who knows? It could be anything, my boys. You will die if not. And if you die in the game, you die in real life. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. If there wasn't an exit, it'd be breaking OSHA regulations. True, true. Okay. It's number one. We obviously have to turn this one first. It's number one. That's just how it works. Try it. It would be cool. Wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Absolutely. Musty. Yes, it said musty with an M. I don't really know what that means, but maybe one day we'll find out. Musty, crusty, dusty, ugly. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say whatever that was didn't seem to work. Alright, fuck it. Woo. I've tried for, you know, all of 5 seconds. This puzzle is clearly beyond me. Let's try going out the exit then. I mean, they wouldn't just totally lie, right? That's probably like just an exit. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Oh, I see. Okay, well, there you go. It's the classic, you get to a door that you need to go through, and then the door caved in. Oh, no. I did not want to go back into those tunnels. It seemed better to press on. Oh, okay, right. So, we came into this room through there. Maybe we need to climb the ladder. You're going to get Jeff the Killed. Disgusting. It was a mess of filthy garbage bags. There were rips and tears in most of the bags. What looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Wasn't sure what I hoped to discover with the tape, but I took it anyway. I reckon there's got to be a way to play the tape. And it's going to have the instructions on how to filtrate the plant. That's just my dumb guess. Yeah, see? Right there. A musty smell, brother. You got something against musty smells? Oh! I wasn't sure, but I thought that was on some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. You just gotta press play, man. Press play! What are you doing? Though the dust I could see from the handbrains from previous use, probably from whoever worked in those sewers. Yeah, just press the same buttons they did, man. My guy's a muppet. Looked like I turned off the water flow in this lever. Okay. Though I thought I turned the though I thought I could turn this water valve to shut off its flow. Did I turn it? Yes. Maybe I didn't turn it enough last time. Maybe we gotta do it twice. Okay, I understand. I just realised. Look. It has the position you need to put it in. For each one. So I need to turn this another 2 times. I understand, okay. I've become a god of the puzzle game format, alright? He's done it. So this one needs to be pressed twice, alright. Yeah, there's like a little sign on the wall and it's got the position. Alright. I believe we have done the puzzle. 120 IQ confirmed. You'll blaze through the witness at this rate. True, true. Ooh, the little pardon me, the little I know about the witness does actually look quite cool. I probably will enjoy it at some point. Looked like water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Of course. I pickpocketed the small key, but it was odd shaped and I had no idea what it might be for. I have an idea of what it might be for. I reckon it's for this cheeky locked door up here. Now the question is, where was said cheeky locked door? I believe it was through here, but I do not remember. This one? The door was locked. Fuck. Still can't get into the musty smell room. F-sim chat, boys. Pack it up, time to go home, okay? The safety poster had seen better days. How old was the facility? The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. I swear this guy doesn't try his key on fucking anything. Oh no, 2 locked doors and a key. Whatever shall I do? The fact we've got a gun makes me think there's going to be enemies at some point, but also I can't really see it in this game. I guess we'll find out. I find another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Of course. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Is this going to be a "you were the monster all along" type meme? That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, we're picking up all the things we used to kill everyone else. Is that where this is going? There was a hint of fresh air in here. I must have been near an exit. I wondered, what did that key that I found on the sewer worker do? And what was the videotape I found? The monster is Rachel. She's being maligned. True. Made my way up the ladder as best I could on my leg. Would I really need that gun or that knife before the end? I wondered what was on the VHS tape I found or in the locked room. Should I have gone back to check? My head was buzzing with questions and tired thoughts as I ascended the ladder. Suddenly, as I lifted the heavy lid from above me, I could smell the fresh pine trees. We're actually out? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect that so quickly. Someone needs to oil that door, sweet Jesus. An old ladder leaning up to an ancient water tower? The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? I propped the latch and brought the ladder down. We're going to get to the end and it's going to turn out we've played this horrendously by picking everything up and not checking anything. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? I slid the filthy wallet back into my back pocket. I didn't notice any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. From the railing I could see over the woods and down the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, somebody definitely could have seen me. Oh, me, Jesus Christ. Now I'm feeling a little sleepy. Now it's kicking in. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Drink 250 milligrams of coffee. Based. The Giga Chad response. Coffee is actually like delicious. I don't know what happened. Something like flicked in my brain. I just enjoyed it one day. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound that was of increasing wind buffeting in the decrepit structure. The writing in this game is not good. Just saying, like right now, it is incompetent at best and very, very awkward to read out while describing not very much at worst. A hole? An ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter. Faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer-looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he doing using that old station for? Who recommended this to you again? Oh, this is like a fucking ancient... Do you know Extra Credits? Do you remember that YouTube channel, Extra Credits? They used to do a series of games that you probably haven't played. Essentially it was just a bunch of games that weren't necessarily good, but were interesting. And this was on the, like, you know, on the list of horror games, basically. Yeah, the accounts of saying really stupid. I mean, fair enough. This is like, I used to watch them ages ago. I haven't watched them in years. But yeah, I used to be a big fan of their channel. A surprisingly well-preserved old route map hung up on the wall in dusty glass. Most of the other spots marked there were abandoned. As I looked on, I recalled the notes and scribbles I had found in the other man's bookcase where I had awoken. He had made notes on different places in the area. Some of those could have corresponded to this map. According to this, there was a forest just beyond it. Was a local camping area too, if I remembered correctly. Like some really terrible game. Was it calling Total Biscuit the leader of Gamergate? They did do that, which is like really fucking stupid, but I don't know if that's cancel worthy necessarily, but I don't know if it was that. The old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence, was a dark stained patch of cloth. Oh yeah, they said playing Nazis in games normalizes Nazism. Oh yeah, they did say that, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. That was they said that way after I stopped watching them. But yeah, I mean it's like dumb, but I don't know if I'd say that's like cancelable. It's just really dumb, to be honest. Like very stupid. But yeah, it looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train's shells, I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realised I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. It was getting colder out there and I had to keep moving. It was a right-wing crowd that cancelled them. Oh, okay. I mean, that seems really dumb, but whatever. Yeah, it was getting colder. Okay. Okay, I guess we're just heading back out and then continuing in the direction we were going before we went through the locked door, I suppose. That was mean he's using those old stations and switching routes or something. Okay, that map is abjectly useless for me. Like, I couldn't follow it even if I wanted to. We can continue this, alright. Holy cow. That's good. Alright, we can read this. The sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the small forest. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. It's a clearing in the bushes. Okay, we're going to investigate this way first. There's multiple clearings in the bushes. Alright. Interesting. Okay, we'll go for the first one first. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this game is like, you know, it doesn't seem bad. Trampled into the old dirt, into the dirt, with some kind of plastic card. I brushed it off as I was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take my credit card back? Absolutely. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. In the Woods, is that a Firewatch reference? No, if anything, this game probably takes more homage from Silent Hill, honestly. Though the fence I could see... through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Sorry, I was being a jester. I was being a goober. A damn joker, if you will. Oh no. Turns out we're not alone. There was some personal effect shoved back into the rock. Wait, was there a notebook there too? Did I read it? There was a Joker actually, some pretty good makeup. Yeah, true. I actually, unironically, I reckon, hopefully the second Joker film is good, because it sounds kind of bananas, and I'm into it conceptually, but I guess we'll see. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contains several names. Follea Du, that's the one, yeah. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Oh, those are the those were the list. That was the list of gibberish we found earlier. Rachel, her name was last on the list, and the mark was beside it in a blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, Rose had been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Anyone here at the minute? Who were these names? I can only think about how much I needed to get home to make sure Rachel was okay. Everyone's been abandoned. F. Oh wait, there's... I didn't realise there were 3 clear paths in the section. Okay. So we got to work out this bush puzzle, I suppose. So if we go through this one, this is what leads us to the... This is where we found our credit card, right? No, this is... Okay, yeah, it was over here. We found a notebook. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Deep Sleep, excited for that, the next game in the series. Yeah, fair. It's not a million miles off. It's got that kind of vibe for sure. Release date is still TBA, unfortunately. I mean, I can't imagine that guy makes very much money on his games, so... Yeah, I'm not too surprised. Oh, shit, we found a new thing. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. A musty wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't seem useful. Did I bother to take it? I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. The washroom stall was filthy and disgusting. I wanted to get away as quickly as possible. Probably should have left that one be, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's a passion project type thing. He's gotten better over his career. Fair. Wait, okay, I guess we have to do something in here? There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. I don't know why we can't go this way, but alright. Fair enough, I suppose. Oh, a map! The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Holy crap. I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. The closed, damp air of that forest clung to me like a cloak as I pressed through the grate. I was somewhat relieved to see a bit more light on the path ahead. It was as if the trees were finally letting me through, giving me a way out. The notebook I had discovered didn't seem helpful, but since I read it, I couldn't put it out of my mind. What did all of it mean? You know, speaking of passion projects, I recently watched a video on the Dwarf Fortress development, and yeah, that game's development's kind of nutty. Like, that might be one of the most ultimate like passion project type things I've ever seen. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognised the auto parts factory where I'd worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Okay, we got a door and a giant gap in the fence. Obviously gap in the fence first. I found the body of a security guard just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood with some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Do I retrieve my watch? The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Goodness me, Jesus. You can't scare me. I can't hear. One of those lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like somebody had looking for something. The door was locked shut and there was a little electronic box under the handle, a sign that pasted to the front that said closed for repairs. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off other parts of the factory. The melt was starting to wear and cobwebs collected in the corner. The box wasn't receiving power. Okay. Alright, so we need to find a way to reconnect the power, basically. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellow clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. A power panel. It looked like it was shut off. Do I press the switch? Absolutely. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work, clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out and the face was unrecognisable. Power panel. Yeah. Do these have positions I need? Okay, that one's gone green. So I guess we need to get them all green. So this one probably needs to be in a different position then. There we go. An old break table. The layers of dust and grime only made me seeing this sting more. The door had been hastily boarded up. Okay. You know, it really is a shame every horror game doesn't have, like, one cross crowbar. So they feel like 90% of the problems in survival horror games could be solved with a single crowbar. Alright, nothing of use there. Alright, that's probably the power on, or at least very soon. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Absolutely. Didn't look as dusty as the rest of the things on the shelf. Gordon Freeman. True. More like Gordon, please free me from this hell, man. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Take that shit, brother. A puzzle that didn't work? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say that didn't work immediately. Unfucking believable. Actually unheard of for this game. Alright, so we have a crowbar and a magnetic card. So we can probably pull off all the shit on that door to get through, and also use the magnetic card to get through the one on the very bottom floor, I believe. It was on this top floor, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After that, I removed the plank and left the hammer on the floor. This was my locker there in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought that I'd taken the picture home when the factory closed. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in my house had something to do with it. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. If it's a fucking werewolf, I call it. Oh, he's a werewolf, I call it. Yeah? This is giving you werewolf vibes? I mean, hey, you're the expert on tiny little horror games, I suppose, so maybe. I'd be a little surprised. The door's open now that the power's back on. Rusted old regulator that sat dusty against the used wall. Planks, tools, and broken parts blocked up any passage. Come on, there's dead people everywhere, and he woke up with no memory and stuff scattered everywhere. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. Another smudge of dirt. Those similar to the ones I found on the fuel. Oh shit, you know what? I think you're right, actually. Like footsteps on the floor too. A large pile of building materials and debris blocked the way, and also people trying to like board themselves in. Yeah, I think you might be right. 100% it is going to end up being a we were the monster situation all along. With the power box working, the door was unlocked. Did I go through? I pushed the handle and stepped through the door. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think you might actually be bang on. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. The stale scent of the old factory gave way to the brisk odour of pine trees and dirt. I wasn't back outside. I was back outside though. I wasn't sure if I was better or worse. Alcoholism is the real monster or something. Yeah, probably. The path beyond was dark and my flashlight barely illuminated anything. I wonder if I'd really been taken from the factory. If so, how did I get it? That poor guard. He was probably just doing his job. Maybe he knew what was going on and boarded up the room. If he did, he wouldn't tell anybody the tale. I hoped the path led back into town. I needed to find some help. The friends we made along the way were the real monster. True. An old rusty track had careened off the road and into the guardrail. Its front was crushed and the windows had all smashed. Judging by its rust, it had been there a while. I do agree, by the way, it is very reminiscent of those script holder games, no doubt. The garbage bin was disgusting rot of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin, greenish corner poking out of one of the legs. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Absolutely. I cleaned the card off as best I could. It had pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I tucked the card into my wallet, next to my credit card. Sounded like it was going to start raining again. And also, having your possessions scattered around everywhere, yeah, I think you might be right, I gotta say. I entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for a faint sound of a television. The entrance to the front of the store was locked from inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. I needed a key. Alright. Our coat? What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on a rack. Was this Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing here? Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots in the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemingly matched the others. If the handgun was Norman's, what was he doing with it? The gun would fit here. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Absolutely. I carefully pushed it back in place. I felt as if a great burden was lifted. Discard the deadly item. I just got an achievement. Fuck yeah, boys. Oh, there's going to be somewhere to put the kitchen knife too. Yay! The TV still flickered for some indecipherable channel. Oh no, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker, and one of my few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt covered in blood. It looked as if looked like he's been shot trying to get up. His eyes were wide with shock, like they were already drying. Norman, what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat? Norman, maybe you deserve better. You probably did. Do I close his eyes? I closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. The kitchen trash bin smelt fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Found a old hairpin among the rotten food and trash and pocketed it. Why take the hairpin? I just don't understand. Of all the things you could take, it just seems very strange, you know? Oh, we're gonna use that to... What was this? It looked as if a pull chain hanging from the ceiling. I wonder where it led. I gave the chain a single tug and a single footing ladder popped down. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, yeah, the hairpin we're gonna use to get through the locked door, aren't we? We're gonna hack that shit, brother. Can we talk about how pickpockets and locksmiths are the OG hackers? That's just a fact. There was a large cardboard box that had been sealed. Open it. I opened the cardboard box and it wasn't entirely surprised by what I saw. There were more of Rachel's things, more of my wife's clothes, photos, shoes, even the old radio I gave her. Right, Rachel, what were you doing here with Norman? Still don't know how the fuck to get out. I think I need a key, unless the hairpin is actually going to do it and I wasn't, you know, wrong. I was admittedly joking, because that seems a little ridiculous, but I suppose we're going to find out. Maybe it'll just be open. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. Oh, the hairpin snapped off, so I threw it away. That actually worked. I don't believe it. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if needed anything. Back, I was AFK. No problem. Welcome back, brother. For 3 hours? Nope, for about 10 minutes. Nice, lol. Yeah, it's pretty funny, honestly. The register was empty, except for a fat stack of magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a minute. Most of its contents were half melted. You totally not sus. You missed. We found our wife over at Norman's. Very sus indeed. And also Elysium had a guess as to what's going on. There were various postcards from this area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. I don't know what the water tower would have to do with anything though. It'd been weeks since we'd last seen Norman, and finding him this way left me cold. Thinking of him slumped up against his chair only cemented my reassurance of getting rid of that gun. It looked like someone had taken a piece from the store, but why was it what was in those tunnels? As I stepped outside, I recalled the dusty old box of clothes in Norman's attic. I felt like I'd discovered more questions, no answers, but I was so close to home. It was time to find out the truth. No, I want to see the sus part. At least we nearly started streaming 69 minutes ago. True, we're very nearly there. It was locked. Very final act-esque. True, it was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. We are home, boys. He did it. He said the name of the game. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighbour's local post box, and the letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but do I take the letter? It was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the packet. Norman, I'm sending you this because in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband, and you're my friend. And your friend. I need some time to sort this out, away from you both. I'm going for a while, and I'm going to tell him. Norman, so don't you think you can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure what I even want to do. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. Is this game actually about cuck rage? Is that what's happening? Is that where the story's going? We just went into a blind rampage and murdered everyone. That's the vibe I'm getting. I entered the backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. I held my breath as I approached our back door. It was terrifying to step inside. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my breathing, raged and strained. I flicked the switch by the door. The power was off. Very rumble indeed. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was this yesterday or sometime before? Next thing, YK, a rat comes out of the door and eats your insides. True. The door was next to the basement. It was locked. Where had I put the damned key? The damned key. There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been anyway? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Do I open it? I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about cancelling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? Remy? The front door was locked inside. It's all coming full circle now, boys. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. Alright. Get ready, boys. It's key hunt time, okay? I had found the last missing piece in my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me. Reminded me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable, though keep it anyway. I replaced the photo of my wallet, feeling like I had got my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? He's going to beat you with his spatula. On television, I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but then it was already too late. A broken mirror. A hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. My laptop had been left on, and only a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key on top of my drawer in the desk. Did I take it? I pocketed the key. Key acquired, lads. Wait, is this the... I think this is where we went already. No, it is a different room, damn. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck. I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathrooms. Bathtubs. You know what I mean. Either way, you get the point, okay, chap? So I think we probably have everything we need. And it's just going to be text, but let's see. The books were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books I did. You were Normand the whole time. My wife's, Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling of what was in it. Do I open it? Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. Is this what you were going to do with Norman? It seems too obvious. I feel like there's going to be a last-minute twist, you know? But what's the twist? That's the real question. Have we been in here already? Rachel was pretty angry about that. Oh, we have already been here. Wait, is this Rachel person in the basement with the kids and she's hiding in them and that's what the key is for? Yeah, we're just going to go in and murder Rachel and also the kids. Get ready, it's going to be the most bloody scene you've ever seen in Pixel 4. The front door was locked from inside, I couldn't go through. I need to... What? We have a key though. It's a key for a different door? I unlocked the basement door. The whole time it was a key for a different door. Okay. Fair enough. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supply. There was an old dirty key in here. Do I take the key? I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools and other things I obviously hadn't thrown away yet. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. Might be able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Fascinating. Where are the children in the basement? They're not in the basement, silly. They're behind this door over here. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no. Progression has stopped. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So we need a heavy object for the, No way I was going to walk away from this now. Okay. No, so key, no go key. What? That is indeed. Many people are saying this. That is indeed words. You have said words. Man, hook, door, car door, hook, door, man. Very wise words. Okay, I guess we have to go back upstairs. Maybe there's a door that was locked upstairs that I missed. The Grammy Kid found. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that answered that fucking immediately. The room it looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? I broke in here. I am the one who knocks. Crowbar? Now that's what I call a pogged situation. Imagine if there was a secret attic. How do you know there's not a secret attic? Wait, shit. I thought this was the basement. I'll show you a secret attic through this drywall. Hell yeah. That's the thing we don't. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. Whoa, this is it. Was Rachel down here? Was she okay? Don't look. Don't look. A filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench was awful and it made my eyes water. I was terrified to touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, I had all I had seen. When I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh no. My hands trembled as I pulled back the layers of cloth. There at the centre, under all the dirt and mess, was my beloved, my Rachel. Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly. Her clothes were ripped and torn, and even through all the sickening blood, it was obvious she had been stabbed to death. The knife I carried all the way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened, Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Rachel was the werewolf all along. Realise your worst fears. I got an achievement for that, hell yeah! Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books to find some place to go. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff earlier or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe someone stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? This was the old photo of the man and his wife, I assumed. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I had found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Well, what did I think? Was this man involved in the hot mess somehow? No. I wasn't sure, but the poor old bastard was good and dead. He was a victim, not a criminal. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Back out, maybe? I guess so, okay. No, this isn't back out. This is this room again. It was the key I had found at the bottom of the factory locker. I never did bother to use it. Someone had been going through those lockers and poking around the plant. Still, it didn't quite add up. Was I the one who had been going back to the factory? Probably. It looked that way, didn't it? The locker room I had given up on drinking, but the laptop had finally run out of power. Okay. Plot twist, you're still stuck in the room. Within the few broken pieces of the remaining mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I could hardly bear to look. It was as if it wasn't actually a reflect. Sorry, it was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. It was the letter I had taken from the lost box. Rachel, were you having an affair with Norman? But why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned. She almost seemed worried of what Norman Dwight do. Did he? Did he do that to Rachel? No. Norman may have betrayed me, but I don't think he was capable of that. I hated him so much, but I couldn't blame him for what happened to my wife. I still had no idea what was on the tape in the garbage. If only I'd found a way to watch it. From now on, I have no one to get angry with for stupid things like buying this TV. Is there really nothing I can watch it on? That TV seems like something I could watch it on. Oh, okay. Alright, well, rip. I guess we just keep interacting with... I went the wrong way, didn't I? We've read this one already, right? Yes. Okay, we need to go down, not up. Oh! My old office safe sat on the floor. It used the digital password and tried to open it. Dude, I don't fucking know. No, that wasn't it. Damn, I couldn't remember. True. I leafed through the notebook I had taken in the forest. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of names written down, right? I recalled the names I saw scratched out in the old desk deep within those musty tunnels. Was that man really up to something? It seemed like I'd seen all there was. Maybe I thought it was time to go back to the basement. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to take one last look. 8 names, yes, 8 names. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? No. No. There were other means of dealing with this. Characters. Oh shit! Yeah, I think you're right. But it's numbers, not... Maybe the number of characters in the name? Maybe? Now that I stood there, I realised I couldn't go back into that room again. I'd already seen too much. Figure it out, maybe? Nah. It sounds like it's going to take too much time. I'm already running over, to be honest. The mail's still there, heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? There was nothing for me anymore, no reason to stay in the house. Did I leave, never to return? Yes. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plan had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from the past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that it was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I tried to give up, I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away though. But I know Rachel had tried, I know that she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night has unearthed terrible truths, but I knew there was one final act of long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I'd remained unconscious in that room forever. I wasn't sure what had happened to the other man I'd found in the house. He seemed to be more a victim, but what was his role in all this? Now that I thought of it, those sewers were a terrible mystery, but what had happened there? I was lucky in a way to find my way out of there, but I did never find out what was on that tape that I kept. What might have it shown me? I found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? The thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but I knew I'd been to that forest and even Norman's place, well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what it meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully that would cover my tracks, but so I wouldn't be blamed for all this. Deep within the woods, though, there are things that was where things became truly awful. Finding the notebook only made things worse. At least we still have the crowbar. True, very important. Rachel's name had been on that list, so what terrible plot was she a part of? There was still some similar names on the desk back in those tunnels. Was that the connection? It was all clear, at least, that the only one who had been going back to the factory had been me. I must have been sleepwalking or something. But what the hell was I doing there? I'd given up on drinking, hadn't I? So what was going on in that boarded up room? Suddenly my stomach started to turn. Was I responsible for the dead guard? After that factory, I thought I might just find some solace if I could go back to Norman's store, but all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider that, that's when I should have seen it coming. Norman, what were you and Rachel up to? It was more obvious things were more complicated than I had ever imagined. How long had you been going behind my back? More importantly, why, Norman? Whoever had killed Rachel had probably gone after you too. Maybe they knew what you were up to. I would never know peace, Norman, but despite your transgressions, a part of me really hoped you would. When I had marched through the rain towards my home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end, and I guess in a way it did. But how could I have known how helpless it all was? I'd started to feel disoriented as when I sleepwalk. To think of it now, our house used to feel so lively, was so warm, but coming into the kitchen, I felt only cold and tension. Every terrible thought I had up until this point was suddenly a possibility, but nothing could have prepared me. My wife dead, ruined, discarded. Rachel's death was a terrible mystery to me, one that would haunt me forever, unless I did something about it. For what solace can a man take in the death of his wife? What comfort can be offered? Rachel had been taken from me, and I might never know why. As I swung open the door and stepped into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife, just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before police got involved, before the neighbours knew. From the front lawn was soft and giving way beneath my feet. I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there any longer, but rather that I should run. Seems like the end, I think. Yeah, I believe so. No pilot then, Shane. Yeah, sorry. End your story by leaving. Alright, I guess there's a couple different ways you can end it. There's probably still, like... I guess each area probably has, like, its own mystery to solve. Honestly, that's kind of a neat little game. Oh, maybe... Do you know what? I know it's only Halloween today, but maybe next stream. That was kind of I thought it was kind of neat. I reckon if you dig into stuff and try and figure out what's going on, there's probably, like, a decent amount to find. Like, you don't think it would be worth replaying next stream and try and actually, like, find more stuff? Home was dedicated to my wife Nancy. Watch your back. Very threatening. Disagree to disagree, I will kill you. Based and disagree pilled. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I need to bounce. I need to go make myself some food that hopefully I can have for lunch tomorrow, because I don't really want to buy lunch. And then also we're going to watch an episode of Severance later tonight, assuming my mate David is up for it. But we're going to go out and see. But yeah, cheers for watching. It's been a fun one. Happy Halloween, my guys. That was a nice game. Only problem was that nothing much happened. Oh no, she got stabbed. Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, when it comes to horror, I'd rather that than... And then there was a spooky ghost. Like, I find that shit cheesy as fuck, so... I'd rather it be something kind of, like, unsettling or whatever. Personally, anyway. It's more my style of horror. Not that game was, like, amazing or anything, but, you know, it seemed okay. I'd be curious to dig more into it at some point, though, whether it's off-stream or not. But, yeah, we'll chat about that later. 99, don't get the Jeff killed. I only promise to try. But anyway, yeah, peace out, cheers for watching, and I'll catch you all around on Saturday, alright? At least it's better than murderer with a spoon. Don't you mean Ratatouille murdering everyone with a ladle? Anyway, good night, peace out, and stay safe. And, of course, happy